How's it going, everybody? Welcome back. My name is Grim, aka Caesar, and this is the second video to our road to 999 victories with my guy here. I know I have him asleep. Let's go ahead and wake him up. Give me a brief moment. I set the time different because I'm trying to actually get him through his sleep cycle so I could increase his DP. You know what? We're just gonna go ahead and leave it like that. We're gonna go ahead and leave it like that. But I have here or Greymon. Give me a second. There we go. Kind of focus in on that. See, DP has been depleted. And we have 108 victories out of 145. So we got a long ways to go. But we're going to get there. Yeah, so, yeah, actually, you know what? We are going to go ahead and wake him up. I need y'all to see him right now. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and set this time for... That's fine. Perfect. There he is. Look at him. Let's focus in on that there. There we go. So there he is. He's been just duking it out, doing all that he can, which is why his DP is so low. And yeah, at the same time that I've been working on him, now that his DP has been depleted, and as I mentioned, I'm gonna go ahead and let's just go ahead and switch this back. It was at 249. We're gonna go ahead and set it back to 249. There we go. Set. And yes, you are asleep. You are sleepy. So let's put you back to sleep. There we go. And sleep. There it is. So because he's been sleeping out, I was like, you know what? We're gonna just go ahead and do we're gonna keep the challenge going, but this time we're gonna be working on this DMX2 that I have here. I believe I mentioned it before that I was gonna do more videos like this of the other devices because I want to do the challenge with other devices as well. At least the ones I can go ahead and keep track of the battles that have been completed. So I got Beelzemon X here. And since I don't have to worry about DP with him, we can just keep it going. And he's a level 10, which that was just done today. I had him at a level 9 before. We have 539 battles out of 633. The reason why he has so much at this point is because before Beelzemon X, I'm sorry, before Beelzemon X, he was Beelzemon. And in order for you to digivolve into Beelzemon, basically you have to go through, I believe it's like 250 battles. So it was pretty much a grind at that point with Beelzemon. So, just wanted to go ahead and bring him up. Look at him. Because I want to talk a little bit more on this. Because of the simple fact that the DMX series has the cut-ins and close-ups of the Digimon, which I absolutely love. And I am so stoked that they're including that. Oh my god. It's because of the phone. Yeah, the phone is just, oh, throwing it off. But look, there it is. See that close-up of him? Perfect. Let's go ahead and turn that on, too. Now you can see it better. So, yeah, the new DM Color, the Godzilla crossover that I mentioned earlier, if you all got to see the videos and showcasing of that, they're going to include the cut-ins and close-ups of the monsters, Godzilla and Mothra and King Ghidorah, and also the Digimon that are included in there. They showed Godzilla and they showed Agumon. So I thought that was freaking sweet that they're going to be adding that. It just had me thinking like, hopefully they come out with a color version of the DMX. I would love to own one. I would love to see that. Let's try to get it through the, oh, but still you're going to see it right there. Ready? That close up. Oh, beautiful. My boy here shooting off his pistols. Boom, boom. All right. But yeah, I've been working on this just so I could do the challenge on here as well. You see my DM20 here in the back. There's another DM20 that I have, which I went ahead and started on. Let's go ahead and turn this off. There we go. Back in your freezer. And I've been working on this DM20 because we have hatch day that just recently started. I have my guy here. Oh, I left a dookie here. Let's clean that up. There we go. Beelzemon, Froggo. So right now the current theme of the hatch is to hatch a Digimon that's either aquatic or ice type. And what better way to start off that hatch than with a frog, hopefully. And what we're aiming for is to get a Seedramon. He's going to be the next evolution. I went ahead and used Humilis's website. And on my phone I actually have a shortcut or an app for it, so I could just get in there to see what the requirements are. He needs 3+ overfeeding, needs about 3 to 4 care mistakes, so believe me, he was suffering for a little bit. He's very well overfed, but also been training. His training has to be between 8 to 15, I believe, training sequences. So you don't want to overtrain him. You overtrain him, you're going to go ahead and get something else. Possibly. Of course, you can always just confirm that. Look at that. Did you see that? He's a big boy. 94 pounds one day. Brand new hatch. Oh, and also on this one, I don't know if y'all remember seeing it the other day. Well, I'm sure you did on my other video. But I finally got Pheromon to Digivolve. And we got Flaremon. So I already went ahead and did his battles as well. Let's clean up his dookie. Yeah. So once he Digivolves, I do have in my backup here the Animon. So we're going to be able to get Grace Novamon once we go ahead and do 5 tag team battles between those two. And I'll be sure to record that so y'all can see the Jogress happening on there, because I absolutely love that they incorporated the Jogress into these US devices, which was only seen on a lot of the Japanese devices, such as the PenC. That's one of them that I have. Future Grim here. Just wanted to go ahead and mention something that I forgot to mention. So on the DM20 here that I just got Flaremon on, as I mentioned, we did the requirements, the battle requirements for him to Digivolve. He's going to be Digivolving into Apollomon. And at that point, we could go ahead and do the Jogress with Dianamon into Grace Novamon once we fulfill those tag team battles. And the other thing I did want to mention is regarding this device with Betamon. This is for the hatch day, which if you want to look into, you can join the DDUK server on Discord, where pretty much the whole community joins up. They share pictures and current progress of their mons during the hatch, which is going to be this entire month. But yeah, and I have Machine Dramon here. He's snoozing it out. It's just because he's already getting older. He's very heavy set, and he's at the point where he's getting hungry and hungry and hungry, and he needs more strength added up. So of course we could do training, but since I work from home and I work answering phone calls, it's kind of hard to be keeping up with them, especially when you got calls that are just back to back to back to back. It's a little bit difficult. As you can see, both of my hands are here because I do have some equipment to go ahead and hold up the phone. Finally, that's what I was needing. Oh yes, and also I do have a switch here that I incorporated light for as well. There it is. This is perfect for whenever you just want to go ahead and do any type of your requirements that's needed at nighttime. If you all want to see how you can go ahead and do this to one of your devices, I'll surely go ahead and add in the link in the comments below in the description for this video, so that way you guys could go ahead and take a look into that, possibly do it yourself on any the devices you have. But of course, just remember, I mean, you're going to be making some modifications to your device, and you want to do it on a device that you may not really like the color of, which, as you can see here, this is that neon red one. I was spray painted it gold, so I was like, you know what, this one's fine, because I'm not a fan of the color, and I could always just go ahead and get this repainted. And it actually lasted quite a bit, to be honest, because as I mentioned in the previous video, I spray painted it and I went ahead and added in a clear coat over that, and it lasted quite a bit. Now I guess you can see it's kind of darker here compared to the inside. Here it's a little bit shinier of a gold. Even on top it looks a little bit smudgy. It's just because the more you handle it, of course, we got oils that can transmit onto here. I tried cleaning this already with an alcohol pad. It started taking off some of the paint, so I was like, okay, not an alcohol pad. I've tried using a wipe, like a baby wipe, and doesn't really do anything either. So I was like, you know what, that's fine, I don't care, it's for my viewing pleasure anyways. I love that it's gold with red, and it has a little bit of red in there, so it kind of matches with the buttons and the cage, so I'm perfectly fine with that. And I did modify this one, and the reason why I was mentioning you want to do it on a device that you really don't like, I love this shell. Like, I'm glad it turned out the way it did, to be honest, and I'm just gonna end up picking up another one just so I can have on my wall, because I have multiple devices. I would love to have, though, this one or this particular shell still in its box, and I know I can find it. They're still cheap to find, the DM20s. But yeah, overall it was still a good turnout, and you could see, let's see, you can't see it there, but I have an alternate battery in there that's attached to some wires that pretty much just turns on the light for you. And this particular light, so you can go ahead and find LEDs on Amazon. You can buy one off of there. This one I just ripped off of a headlamp that you use for whenever you're working on something. Because I was in maintenance, I have a couple headlamps, and I just went ahead and removed one of the LEDs from there. It's a lot brighter, so I absolutely love it. And the fact that it just, you can see the inside, you can even see right there the red of the wiring that's connected to that light. I think this looks sick that you can see some of that inside, and it's, I mean, overall it's pretty good, especially at night. Y'all should see it. But yeah, you're gonna be mainly working on this one for the challenge, and of course we're going to be working on this one for War Greymon and just get him to the 999 victories. So instead of doing a video, showcasing all the battles and such, because there's going to be so many battles to go through, I'm just going to show you a progress each week of how well I'm doing, as well as talk about other devices, future devices. So I would like for y'all to comment and just let me know what you all want to hear about. I'm still going to be talking about these main devices here. This one just because of the hatch, this one because I'm trying to get Grace Novamon. After that, I'm just going to go ahead and retire it and put it away for a little bit, and these two for the challenge. So once I retire this one, I may just go into something else, to be honest, because really throughout the whole entire month you could go ahead and do a hatch, and I've been thinking about what exactly I want to do. You know what, I might even, yeah, we're gonna go ahead and even throw in the DMX version 1. This is the A version. We also have the B version, which I have not yet started on, but this is the B version. And you can see the little bit of gold in there. I know I mentioned that one before because this was my son's previously. He wanted me to paint it gold. I painted it gold, and the paint was coming off. So this one I did use a full alcohol pad to go ahead and clear off most of the gold. But I like the simple fact that there's a little bit of gold in these cracks. That actually looks pretty sick. So I'm overall happy. Might even change out the Cajun buttons, but I might just leave it alone. But this one here, oh, sorry, a little shaky there. This one here, we are going to go ahead and work on this one because I only need about 6 more Digimon to fill up the entire library. Look at that. Harrismon, oh, Tyrannomon X, like so many awesome Digimon. That's why it would be awesome if Bandai just comes out with a colored DMX. That's gonna be sick, with of course some new Digimon. I mean, most of the times with previous devices that we've seen, they're just re-releasing the same Digimon in color, which will still be pretty sick. Because to be honest, to see Metal Greymon X Antibody, that would be pretty sick to see him in color. See how he looks like, especially on the DMX2, because that's black Metal Greymon X Antibody. So he's gonna have that purple tone to his skin. He's gonna look sick. So that's something that they should definitely do. And oh yes, one more thing. I went ahead and did my pre-order for the new pendulum color, the Toho Braves. I had to choose between the two, but Toho Braves was definitely the way to go for me, just because of the 3 new Digimon that are going to be in there, that they are kind of keeping it hush at the moment. That's something that I'm excited to see. Plus, I just like the lineup more. You know, on the Digimon that are in there, it's sick. So on my next video, I'll try to go into more detail on that, even though I know there's reviews already in regards to the Toho Braves line and possible Digimon coming out. Humulus did an awesome job with the review, pretty much explaining each Digimon that's going to be coming out in those 2 devices. But I just want to touch on the subject because I'm getting the Toho Braves. I'm excited for it, and I want to see what's going to happen there. And yeah, but until then, thank you very much for tuning into this week's video, and I will definitely see you all next week with a new status update on these 2, see where we are in the hatch, and hopefully if y'all leave some comments, then we'll definitely talk about any topics y'all want to talk about in the comments. Or even just, you know, mention what your favorite device is. Show me a picture. I'm curious as to see what y'all are doing too with your devices. Throw me a challenge here and there, and I'll do it on a different device. So really looking forward to that. But until then, this is Grim signing off. Y'all have a good one.